morning everybody, and how are you? Welcome back. My name is Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. As you can see, I've got my scarf on because I am cold. It is -3, so that is cold. I've got my heater on but it's doing nothing. It isn't warming the place up very quickly, so it's quite cold. Anyway, I'd like to wish a big welcome to the new subscribers that I've had again, and I hope you all enjoy the videos. I just want to say keep it up guys, keep sharing to family and friends, because I can see my subscribers going up and up, and it is so heartwarming. I really do appreciate it all around the world, so thank you very much. Right, I've had, I don't know whether you call it a DM or a PM, private message, or I don't know, what's the DM stand for? A direct message, is it? Anyway, somebody's asked me if I've got a wooden love heart. Well, I've got 2 of these, and I don't know, the wooden little spores where they've been obviously sprayed white. It was like that when I got them. I've had them a while, but they've asked if I can do something slightly compact, but also with a bit of movement with greenery and maybe a few florals. I replied asking if they would like a bow. They said it's optional, basically, that, you know, they're not really bothered. If it looks nice with a bow, then super, but if I decide not to place one on, then super. So either way, super. So this, like I say, is all wooden, so I'm going to be gluing things onto the wood underneath these spools, and that's all it is. I don't know, I think they put like paper mache over the top or something like that, just to cover it, because it's all creased or paper, and they've glued it on and then just sprayed it. I don't know, but I liked them when I saw them, but they are very delicate. I mean, I've just touched one earlier on and it started to crack, so they are extremely delicate. So before we start, and I'm going to sit down for this, let me move my heater so it's facing me. It's facing the other way. Oh, it's a rubbish little heater. I just want it so it's facing me, so I can get the heat from it. One moment guys. Hopefully that'll do. I hope it don't blow things away. Right, so again, for the movement, as requested, I've got these. Again, I may not use them all. I just want to see what things look like as I'm, you know, perhaps placing them and seeing what we're going to do. We're going to do it in oranges and golds. I've ordered some purple things, and I want to do some things in purple as well. I've got a purple arrangement to do later. So I've got our green willow just for the movement, and plus as it bends it curls over slightly, so with it being a love art like that, that might help with the shape, to keep the shape. I've got some of our fern where it is deep red at the bottom but orange around the tips of it, so I thought I'd get some of those out as well. And I've also got out some of our anthuriums, some are oddments in here. I didn't want to get the whole lot out, so I just got the odd bits out with it. Again, I'm not sure with these, but I've also got out a small little bunch, and I found one oddment of my green fern as well. I hope you can see me because I have lowered the camera from being quite high up. And let me put those there. And I've got some conifer. Again, because you can manipulate this and bend it over, I thought that may also add with the shape of the love heart. So I've got a bit of that as well. Now I've taken this off the main stem yesterday because I used it for a customer, so I've got 3 little pieces left. I thought I could just add 3 pieces in, maybe at the top and one near the bottom, or I don't know yet, I'm not sure, but we'll see what we can do. And then I've also got these fresh stems out. They come in a 5 loose stems as one pack, but loose. They're like a little tropical, I don't know, palm or fern or something, but I thought they would be lovely. Maybe to just add lower down again for a different texture and colour as well. Oh, let me reach down. Everything's down at the bottom, guys. Let's just get some more. Now, I have got these out. I don't know whether I'm going to use them. I've got some stag's antlers. I've got 3 out, but the only thing is they're quite heavy and they just go one way. I've tried to have a look on the love art how they may sit. That one had looked quite nice up at the top, if you can see. That one going down, but then it's this one. What do I do with that? Do I have it just going down like that, or do I keep it just as 2? I'm not sure. I'm really not. We've got to try and figure this bit out. And I have made a bow. The loops are 5 inches, but they've only got 3 of each colour, the loops, because it's not very big. The love heart is actually 10 inches high by the highest, the widest point 10 inches, so it's not very big. So I got out somewhere it's got the orangey gold in it, because we're using orange and gold. I thought slightly little bit of a, you know, checked ribbon, just to give it a different movement, well, not movement, sorry, pattern. And then I've got our green, our beautiful velvet green, what has got, if you can see, silk underneath. It is really soft, guys. And then I've got gold on gold on the edge, and with the stripes is gold, and it's like a tanny coloured background. So I've done 3 loops of each, all at 5 inch. So I was thinking, well, I'll do the bow. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I might use it there. I don't want to use it there because it's going to cover up majority of everything, or I may just put it right at the bottom to give us space at the top to put things. I don't know. I may not even put it in yet. Let's grab these. Now I've got these little echinops, the little like thistly balls in gold. These all come as a single stem one, and I've not used these ones yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. You get 12 single stems, so I thought we could put those in as well. I've also got some burnt orange, just little bits of these are oddments. I thought I'd spotted them as I was going through looking what I could use, and I thought, oh well, they may just add a nice little bit of texture and a dimension, and also a contrast with the colours. I've got these out. I've taken one out because I wanted to spot it, see what it was like. But these are my gold hydrangeas, and they are beautiful. They are a plastic, but I took one out to have a look how big they would look on the actual love heart, and they are not extremely big, because I have got some what are like that. So this much smaller, so I thought we could incorporate those also. Again, I've got a lot out, it's just that I don't know what I want to use. I've only got 3 of my burnt orange glittery poinsettias. I thought they may look nice, one in the top corner, or I may bring 2 down here and 1 up here. I'm not sure, but again, they're all going to be fairly compact. I've got the rest of them there in case I need them. I've got some burnt orange flowers. I can't remember what these are called. I used them sometime in autumn, and I think, I mean, don't you know, think well, I don't know. I think I said what they was called, and now I can't remember. But I spotted these as well, and I thought I'll get those because they may look pretty also. And then I also spotted these are mini hydrangeas as well, but in burnt orange, and I thought they could a beautiful contrast. But then I thought I need something light, because I've got the light berries. What flower could I use that's light? And I spotted those. This is a fresh stem. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 flowers on, flower heads on, and I thought I could incorporate the odd one of those, being lighter as well, to you know, like just like the berries, the same colour as the berries, and I thought we could use those. Look how beautiful they are. I've just spotted some blue, but aren't they just lovely? I've got them, I think, in purple, this colour, I think this is like a peach, and I think I've got them in like a pinky colour as well, or a mauvey colour, I don't know what you call it, but I've got those anyway. So that's what we're going to use. Again, I've got my pack of hydrangea poinsettias here in case I need any more, so I'll just place those under there out the way. So I'm going to work on my turntable today, and it's also come with its own string that they've sprayed, which is now quite hard, but I don't mind that. So let's get the floral, some of the floral out the way. I may put the bow on slightly at a later stage, because again, I don't know whether I want it on or not. Let's get all the foliage up here. Oh, it is so cold, guys. Right, I've cut some of these stems because I've found a few oddments. I just wanted to see, and there's not much room to place things. You're looking about an inch, you know, to place your stuff. I was thinking if I brought some maybe up here, if I can. Try and position them in a similar way. Yeah, I think like that. And maybe just, you know, like the lady requested, just some floral. It's hard to stick it, get it in. Let me just take one more off and then put that there. I don't know. Or could I just take these off bit by bit? Ooh. And place them in individually. I think I could do it like that instead. because I think with it being so bushy it looks a bit too much. Again, I want to try and keep this simple. So if I could get those out. And as well, I may just put a little bit of a pick in the bottom. And then cut it quite short. So that is less than an inch long, the stem. So let me just come and have a look at the camera to make sure you can see, guys. I get a bit of a complex. Let's just lift it down slightly. I will keep lifting it up to show it you. Sorry if you can't see me, but that's not what you're here to watch. So let's glue that into there. And then I've put a little bit of a stem on so I can bend it at the bottom. And what I do on one side, I'm going to do on the opposite side. So let's get, where's that piece that I have the centre? I don't know. Ooh. And I'm not putting a lot of glue on these. And we'll cut that one as well short. Because I could chop the odd bits in half here and place them in the centre also. I don't want to, looks like it's flying with wings. Let's place one at the top. I don't want to put too many of these in. What do they need to go there? And then maybe one at the bottom. Like that. Because I've got to take into consideration the floral and how that will sit amongst the foliage. So if I just keep bringing a piece of these bits, because I know I'm going to cut these short, so I can just sit them alongside and just keep checking. Yeah, it's okay. So we'll place one there instead. I don't want it too high up. Oh, I went outside this morning and my car was frozen over with the frost. The cats usually go out in the morning. They haven't this morning. They've stayed in. And then place one. Don't think that one's stuck, so let's get that to stick a bit better. So I've done that like so. And then you've got this one up here. I'll just see if I can turn those. So when I say, where's the one I've been chopping on? I want to get just little bits, and I'm chopping one or just looking where there's a bit of a stem. And what I want to do with these is place them in and around. So I'll do the same with this. And I won't be putting picks on these because they haven't got a hole to place a pick. So I'm doing some longer than the others so it looks, you know, it's not all uniformed. So I'm going to just be placing and sticking them in. And this is a tiny one. We'll place that in there. And place some around the side as well. So you haven't just got them, you know, on top. And if I need any more, I'll just chop a few more. Oops, a daisy. May need another couple there. And all I'm doing is just pushing them in and letting the glue dry it so it sticks to the wood. I think we need one around here. Oh, I don't want to get the sleeves in. Just like that with a few. If I need any more, I've got this one spare at the side of me. So let's put those conifers. We'll place them there. I don't want the heaters to melt them. Right, I could do the same Let's have a look. I want these really short as well. I don't want this to be a big arrangement, you know, really coming out far. I don't want the flatter bits. I'm taking the last few off of the bottom of, so it's got a bit of a stem so I can glue it in. I don't know whether to just place, I don't want to waste any. I think I could do with either one at the top here, maybe one at the bottom as well. So I'm just placing these to start with, so I know that they look okay. I'm wondering, whether a different colour would look nice there. Yeah. Well, I say different colour, there's only one that's a different colour. Never mind. And then place one. Just have to be careful, because I don't want it, I mean, I'd shorten that one a little bit, but just like that. And then again, just keep checking your floral. It may be slightly, let me see if it needs to go slightly down a little bit more. Yeah, so that would be something along those lines. You can see the floral. So let's get our fern in. I don't want that piece. So let's glue the fern. I've done quite a few, especially when I did fresh, compact arrangements, especially for funeral. A lot of people tend to like, it's quite, I think it's more of a tradition that, you know, especially when you do the letters with the people like mum, dad, grandma, granddad, it's more compact. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just turn it around, everybody. I want to just slightly bend these ones that aren't pointed over. Just get to this one. Put that in here. And then this one. So that is our fern now placed in. Again, oh, it's caught onto me. Just at the top, the bottom, and 3 either side. And then, you know, the conifer, 2 either side, the bigger ones, and 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top, and then just little ones spread around, if you can see that. So let me just have a quick look with these willow. They may not go, you know, look right, maybe too big. If I could just pull, if I've got an oddment yet. Because I don't want too many leaves on. Oh, I think that looks quite nice. I've got to be careful of the size of the leaves because there's some that are really, really long. If I pull that one off, the size of that leaf to those. So I have to be careful. I'm trying to keep it within here. I don't want to go too far out. If I haven't got much of a choice, then I will use the bigger ones. But then I will place them quite sparingly around so it doesn't, they don't stick out and they're too noticeable. And we may use them just to be, you know, keep up with the length of the conifer. So if I can take that band off. Let's look for some oddments. See, that's got 2 on. Oh, they're around the same size. I don't know whether to have 3 as well on some of them. That's got 1. So again, just by sticking them in the holes that you have. There's quite a lot of holes everywhere. And now I wanted 1 down here. I know it's somewhere around there. I'll just place it in there a moment. Oh, it's lower down. So it's about there. I'm just trying to figure out where it would be best seated. Again, I've got these bigger ones, but I'm trying to avoid those. Place another one there. Maybe that single one down here by itself, the bigger one. It's hard to see when everything's in the way. bit like that. I think that would look better. I don't want to overdo it with these because they are very big. So let's get these in first. And again, all I've done is what I've done one side, I've done the opposite side. I keep hearing footsteps and I'm not expecting anybody. Right, let me just turn this around, everybody, so I can see where I've gone with this. Oh, it's only one on its own. Oh, it's here. Place this bigger one. There's one. I may just tuck that under there. It's been quite long. Right, 1, 2. There's one missing there. I don't know how I did that. So then that becomes like so. Not too many, but they are sort of like reaching out slightly further than, you know, well, all around a similar length actually to the fern. But the conifer, because I've sort of like on some of them I've turned them over, it doesn't look like so, and I haven't got to then come right out. So again, I don't need any more of those. It was just a few around the outside. So these are all, believe it or not guys, these are all my oddments. And I've had these a while. I love these. They've got lots and lots of movement. Well, I say a while. I don't mean like years, years and years. You know, a couple of months. But I love them for the movement. So we'll place those on the floor. Right, so now we have, let's just see with our bow as well. Keep checking with our bow. I do like bows though, but I just don't want to overpower it. Again, you don't always have to place bows on anything. I don't know, it looks like it's taking up a lot of room. Or if we did it to the side, at the top of the side. Oh, that looks quite nice, I guess. At the top, right at the top, if you can see, at the top, and then it gives you virtually 2/3 of your love art, or 3/4, however you say it, to place your floral. But then I want to see if it'll be drowning. I think it'll drown the floral. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it'll drown it. So let's just place that there because again, I'm trying to do what the lady asked. I should have done a smaller bow, if anything, just probably a little chocolate box bow. I might untie it at the bottom. I've got something touching me and it's giving me the jeepers. So now let's think what I should do with these. I do like these antlers. I could just place 2 in, because the third one is just so awkward, the position, unless I follow it around like that, as you can see, and just slightly bend it out. I'll think about that. I'll not put them away. Oh, I wasn't expecting anything, guys, but somebody's knocking on my door. One moment. Oh, yes, it was a delivery, guys. I didn't even realise. So apologies for that. I wasn't expecting it. So my son's come home from work. He started really early this morning and he's made me a drink. I've sat and waited for my glasses to come back to the clear instead of like yesterday when they was dark and it looked like I was out in the sun. So right, I've just sat here while I've been waiting for my glasses and I've placed them. I'm not going to put the bow in. I think if anything from the bow, I'm just going to put 3 tail ends at the bottom. That'll be it. And I've just got the hydrangea and thought, instead of just placing the great big one there, how about if I cut little bits off and do the same as I did with the conifer and just dot little bits around instead and make these poinsettias the focal point of it. And I also thought, what about lotus leaves, pods? Should I add a few in and look in my packet if I've got some really small ones? Yeah, I've seen one there. Again, I'm just going to place them, trying to look for the really tiny ones. And put 3 in of those as well, and to give it a different effect. So let me also bring the bow back up and we'll put 3 tail ends at the bottom. So before we go any further, I want to stick in a bit of a pick into the lotus pod, and all I do is just put a bit of glue on and then just put it in like that. That's it. And let that dry. I'll go close to the bottom as I can. And again, let that one dry. So then they're ready for when I need to place them in. Just get a bit of glue off. So there we have that. So that's what I'm going to do with those. Right, so before we do those, I'm going to leave those there so I know where I want those situated. I do have my fern. Now, do I do the same like I did with the conifer? And just I think so. I think that would be better than, you know, just placing it here around, than actually getting, if I grab one, if I can get it off, than just placing a big one like that. I think the single one is, you know, would be much better. So let's take those off as well, because I need more than 6. I think I may need, let's pull one off of here at the bottom if I can. I don't know. There. So again, I'm just going to put these in, and this is our foliage around the sides where there's a little hole. Some holes are tighter than the others, but I'm just pushing it in. Just to give a bit of that deep red and orange around the side. Excuse me. That will stick to the wood. I can't even remember where I got these from, these love arts. Again, I've had them quite a while. I use them basically for decoration in my workshop, just in front of here, in front of my workbench. That's all I basically use them for. It wasn't until this morning and I realised when the lady said a love heart or wooden, I thought, oh, that's what I could do with them. So I'm not going to use that one because it's too twisty. I want them relatively straight. I'm following the opposite side of where this went. And one here. Around there. I think one in the middle. I like to have one in the middle. I think it sets off that, you know, defines the point at the top. I mean, I could have one at the bottom again as well. Let's just see with that one. Yeah, that might look nice with one at the bottom also. So let me put that back on there. Oops, let me just twist it around. So that is how we have it at the moment. So let's get our poinsettias put in. I think it was around here. I'm not putting them flat. I wanted a little bit of height, but it will still be compact. So that's that. Let's get our other floral. So I want to be placing the floral in because I want to see how much room I'm going to be using with the floral. So let's try these ones first. Oops. gonna cut them where I need them. This is just to add a little bit of different colour, which I think would look lovely against the oranges. Oops. I don't need the top of that stem. I'll save that though. Right, let's see where to place these. I'm just going to pop them in. Some of them, when I buy things, come stuck. Whoever made them, I've just pulled that and I've made it fray, that petal, because it was stuck to the stem. So I'm just snipping and shaping that back off. And I want some in on the inside also. It's too close to that. No, I need those out of the way. I've got to give things the space. See, that one's done it as well. It's stuck to the stem, and when I pull it, it's whoever made them have caught the petal on the stem where the glue is. Place that there. Let me see. Oh. Or do I place that one further up? Because again, I have got these. And these have got the greenery with them as well. I may put the odd one of those on the outer side. Everything sticks to my jumper. I'm just trying things, everybody. I think I want a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 to go on the outer side. And keep those as well. Let me cut the pull the berries off, because I want to incorporate those. So we'll take the long stem away. So I don't want that. Get rid of rubbish off of my desk. And then also I've got the odd bits of those what could go on the outside. So yeah, I just did 2 minds with this one. Gosh, there's glue all under here. Place one there. I could place one there. And then 1, 2, maybe 3. I can't see any holes. No, that one here in the centre, it just doesn't belong. I could just do it like that. I'll hang on to these 2. So let's get these in. Oops, a daisy. I'm terrible for dropping things on the floor. And did I see one down here? Yeah. So I'm going to have to put a pick on this. Oh, my earrings. Oh my goodness. Let's put a longer pick on. I was considering doing, looking around my husband's old tools. I've asked him. I wouldn't just do it. I have asked him. Looking for his old tools that he doesn't use anymore. I'm getting a little, like, old or tin or maybe glass, I don't know, a container. I'm making an arrangement with his old tools in. I'm not going to clean his tools up. I want them to look rusty. That's if he has got any that are rusty. You know, something like a couple of screws, maybe a pad bolt, or padlock. What else? A few coil nails, just to grab a few coil nails that he uses on his nail gun. You know, the odd bit of pencil. You know, probably things, a couple of things like that, or a hinge, or you know, anything like that. And just place it in, and then put a bow on and a bit of Christmas foliage around it. I was thinking of that, put it, you know, like a joinery type thing. I was telling him about it this morning. What do you want to do that for? I said, well, you've got to think of the men. So he just said, you'll have to have a look. He's got that many tools. I'll probably pick something out, say, can I have this? And he'll say no. I'll go through everything and everything will be no. I've just got to find a hammer, because I know that's one thing he may not allow me to have. I know I've got a small hammer in here, but I don't use it. And when I say small, guys, I'm sure it's in here. It is. It's a little ditty. I got it out of it called it. What was it? This was about, again, I've had it and I haven't used. I think I've used it a couple of times, but the handle's not long enough. Because when I got taught in joinery with my husband taught me, and my stepson, the little handle on a hammer just wasn't big enough for me. I got used to the, you know, the proper length that you use. So, excuse me, I didn't use this little diddy hammer with, and when I bought it, it said on it, women's work around the house, and I just laughed and I thought it was quite cute, so I got it. So, but I didn't use it. Right, I'm just going to place these few berries in, and I'm going to place one at the top there. I've just put some corsage tape on because it was paperback and it was peeling off. I'm going to place one in there. Let's put something on it. And I'm going to place the other one around here. So I've got the flowers in, and now just the 3 pieces of berry and the poinsettias. So now I want to move on to these. I will put the hydrangeas in. I dropped one in the bin, I think, because I've got a bin outside of me. Oh, I can see it. There it is. So I want to be placing those in as well. They're around just the right height. Let me just get these off if I can. These are a few oddments that I've got. Look at those. Aren't they just pretty? I love anything like this, where it's open up like that. Even on my own garden. So what I'm going to do with these, again, I'm going to be placing them around, and these are like a burnt orange, so they go with the colour fabulously. Let's get one in here. Usually when you do, I mean, I was taught when I did compact arrangements, you didn't really count of what you needed in the floral. You just place things and try to place them where they wasn't next to each other, because some things are bigger than others, so you can't really calculate on how many of certain floral you need, so you just kept putting them in. And that's how, so not all the time, I mean you could on certain things, you know, calculate how many you'd need, certain flowers, especially if you was doing like the lettering for funerals. I was taught for 3 letters you'd need, especially for chrysanthemums or carnations, you'd need at least 8 bunches. 8 bunches for 3 letters. I always used to buy 9 to be on the safe side in case any of the heads were broken. And I used to do that all the time. And some people used to say that I was wasting my money, but I wasn't, because you could guarantee that some of the heads on the flowers were broken. So I was prepared for that. Or coffee. So I'll show you how we've got so far, and that's just placing the yellow ones in, or the burnt orange ones, you know, in different places. Just here and dotting them around, giving them their own space. I don't want them again being right next to another one, so that's also giving them the space that they need. And then you can also put some around the side as well. Oh. I think they're beautiful, these. I wish I could remember what they're called. Let's have a look where I could put that. Let's get that under there. Oh, let me drink my coffee, guys. One there. Let's get one down here. I'm going to try and use all of these. Got 4 left. And then we're going to try and then perhaps try with our burnt orange, our really deep orange as well, because if I took one of these off, and I'll just show you again, I'm keeping the foliage on. If I just bend that, I think that might be a bit too long, the stem. I shall push it down a little bit more, but you know, or I could even take the odd bit off again, like I am going to do with these, because they are quite floppy. So let's have a look with one. And these got no wire in the stems, so you can cut them with scissors and just place them like that. I think that would be better, and dot them around. So we'll probably do that. I want to bring some of these around the bottom as well, where the foliage is. Just want to have a look. Here's one there. So that one's gone there. I think we need one around here at the bottom. Let's see, maybe one there. Maybe one there. So that's where we'll place those. Place that one there. I've just dropped it on the floor again. Oh, I must have. Oh, is it gone? Oh, it's there. As we say, butter in my hands, or margarine fingers, or butter fingers. And one here. So that's all those in. Now before we put the deeper ones in, I want to place these in, the lotus buds. I want to get those in because they will also take up a bit of room. So let's have a look. Put one near the bottom, I think. So we'll place one there. Place one, going that way, and then one I'm going to bring out there near the seeds or berries. I'll get that right, berries. Let's just make sure that's in. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's a tight fit, because that's what compact is, where, you know, everything's close together. It's alright guys, I've got stringy glue all over me. This jumper collects it, and then when it's on my jumper I can see it coming across me, and that's what it means, you know, things as you see like this, all compact together, all close up and like that as well. That's what, and it doesn't matter if you can't hardly see a flower like there, you've got the a bit of the petal sticking up, So I could easily put that there and make that even more compact, and that's what basically it is. So I want to get these in as well, so place them there. Again, I may not be using everything, so I'm going to cut all of these off of the one head. 2, 3, let's see how many we get. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. We get 9, guys. So 9 little bits off of one head. That's including the one that I've just got here. So I'm going to place that in that hole there. So that is alongside there. And then I'm going to do one down here. So that can sit there. Close up. Get one here. You can just like fluff them out a little bit as well. You don't, you know, just give them that little bit of movement themselves, even though they are very tiny. Let's get one here next to that leaf. And I do want one round here. That can go there. And again, if we need any more, we'll just cut the odd one off again. Put that near the bead as the bead. I said it again. The berries. Oh my good gracious me! Let's get under here. I can see the glue string across. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Here, it's going across my legs. And, well, from my arms onto my legs, and I can feel it. I can see it too. And then it's going back to the glue pan. So let's have a look where we could put some more. There. Let's get one in here. The lotus. And one more. And that's why I like hydrangeas, because you can do anything like this with them. I think it's really great. Let's get one down here, under here, slightly. So that's what you have with your hydrangeas. Just cut off the little bits placed around with 9 little bits off them. See it again. I wonder if it's underneath that something's caught. It's just not giving. I can't see anything underneath. But yes, guys, that's how we've got it. So it makes it look really quite pretty, you know, by just chopping those little bits off of your hydrangea and using them as little like filler, really, if you want to look at it in that sort of a way. So before again we put those mini hydrangeas in, I want to place some of these in. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cut them all because they're all the last of the oddments, so we may as well use them. I'm sure we can find somewhere for them. There's another little one there. Let's take the elastic band off, or the rubber band, and use that. We'll keep that. I tell you, when I go through all my bins, my buckets, and I pair things up what should be paired together, I come back with a load of rubber bands. Right, now you can see how vibrant that is, with a bit of like mustard colour, and I wanted to add bits in like that. I may add a few around the side also, so if there's some that could be split into two, then I'll use them. Like that's a little one, so I'll use that in the centre. So let's just dip that and place it where there's something light. By placing it where there's something light, it bounces off of it, and it gives that really beautiful contrast and that look. So I'm trying to look for where the light flowers are and place it with it. So I'm going to cut that one in two. Again, look for the light flower. Place it next to it. And I've got one here, so what I'm going to do is stick that on to the white flower stem, to the stem of this flower here. So I could just hold it a moment while it sets, and then because it's wired, it will bend. Oops, daisy, I've caught up again. So how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more smaller ones. Right, let's place that one down here. And I'm going to go slightly near the side, you know, around here. So I'm going to place that one there as well. That one with that flower. So then, because these are slightly longer on the stem, I'm going to bring out the odd one to the side, just to join in with the foliage. So I'm going to do the triangular position with that. So there's one there, so I'm going to bring out one here. The foliage there. Where's the other one gone? On here. So you've got one there, so I'm going to bring one up here. And then that can sit like that. So that's what we've got. We've still got plenty of room on the inside to place things. I don't want the odd bit around the side. I don't want to overflow it. So hence the reason that I decided to use this mini hydrangea and bring some of that around the side as well, where there's some gaps. And these are really the silk, and they are so, let's say, I don't know, floppy. They really do. I don't know if you can see them. Let's see. I'll take one off. Again, they've got no wire in the stem. Look, they're really floppy once you take them off, because there's nothing else holding it up. Now if it had its own petals around it, it would be held up like that. So I'm putting it, trying to put them somewhere where something can hold it around like that sort of look. So we're going to go around the sides with this, also to use as filler. I just take all those off. And some are smaller than others as well. So if you've got smaller gaps that you'd like to fill, then, you know, use the smaller ones if you wish. I'm just trying to fill in little pieces around the edge. I will use another but they are very floppy, different I guess, but they do look quite nice around the edge as a filler. They look quite pretty. I can see the glue string's coming from over there and I can't work out why. But it's on, I think it's because I'm taking it with my jumper. So let's carry on going around, filling in underneath the foliage. So let's get another piece. This is one of my husband's favourite colours, is burnt orange, reds and yellows. That's what he likes to see on the garden. He's not one for pinks or anything like that. I must admit I do like burnt orange. I find it a very warmy colour. I can't hold the petals correctly without them blowing with the heater on them. Again, I'm just going around the bottom. Where did I get to? There. I just keep lifting it up, guys, just so I can keep an eye on where I've got to, and so I can also place them in. Oh, if you can see along the bottom, where I'm placing them. See glue string along here, just and using that as our filler to go along the bottom, so you've got a bit of colour underneath your foliage as well. And then we can work right on the top. We're nearly finished, guys, on the bottom. I may have to just cut another few off. They're very delicate. Pretty, but very delicate. Near there, so yeah, a few more. Yeah, we'll get these last couple in and then that's filled up. Sometimes I wish I'd used my glue gun for intricate things like this. Last one. I think there's one what needs going here, if I'm being quite honest. Right, that's that done, guys. As you can see, all along the bottom where we've placed the little flowers, I've got some bits of glue strings I can see, but again I will get those off. So that is those placed in now as well. So I don't need no more of those either. Right, I've got these. Now I can't make my mind up whether I think I want to put. Let's check with these first. Take one stem out. I don't want these to be, these may have to go around the side. Because they are, I don't want them sitting in the middle. That looks silly. Unless I'm going to break them up again like I did with the hydrangeas. But I think one, these just come attached. It's with each other. So I have to just take these prongs off, guys. So that may go there. Same with these, with the prongs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just get that. So as you're looking at it, 6 o'clock, I can get that in. 8 o'clock, around 10 o'clock, I'll just place it there. 2 o'clock, and then 4 o'clock, and they're on the outer side as well. They'll just go around there. So that's what I'm going to do with those. I'm thinking about looking for something else for the floral, adding a little bit more floral. Let's get these in first. So let me just cut those down. So put those as well. Right, so let's stick these in. Just put the bit of the gold around the edge as well. You can find somewhere now. That's one. Cut that a little bit more. So there we have our gold leaves in. And just get rid of these few glue strings I've spotted. On the bottom as well, to blend in with our foliage, to give a bit of gold along the bottom, as it's a lot on sparkly and gold on the top. We need something to balance it out along the bottom. So I think I've placed one in the wrong place. Have I? Oh no, it's there. So let me just see with these. Right, I need some. My clothes are sticking to everything. I'm just looking for something, guys, what may blend in with that colour that's tiny. There we go. I wish I'd just spotted something else as well. Right, I've got 3 different things here. I don't know why that's in there. So because we've got the cream here and a lot of it's orange, I've spotted those little baby chrysanthemums with their own little foliage as well. Now they could go and sit really pretty there, or I haven't cut these yet, but these are push-ups. I've got orange roses, well, it's spray rose, little ones. They could be added in as well. And then I've got like a mustard colour wild poppy that could also be added in, and I've got those in mustard and orange, so I could either place those in as well. So I think because these are more like, you know, bigger and similar shape to the poinsettias, I may leave those out, but I think I will add in some roses and also some little baby chrysanthemums as well. I'm not going to take, I don't think, one at a time off, because that's just wasting time. I don't think I'm going to put those in because we've got quite a bit of gold. The equinox, I think I'm going to just keep those out, and I'm going to place these in like this. So, and again, this is going to use up some space. Let's see, we need to really make sure this is quite far down. If not, oh gosh, it may look like I'm going to have to cut them. I think I'm going to have to cut them, guys, because there's not, I can't push them up anymore. So, and these haven't got, it's a shame. I was going to place them all in together. I want the foliage with it as well. So again, because I've not got wire, I'm going to stick them all in the same hole. And that's how I'm going to do these, so they stay together as a group like they did on the actual stem. Put the greenery in as well. And I'm going to put that in and around the carnations, the baby carnations. Maybe couple together just to give it a different, so they're not just all singled out. I might save a couple and just put some around here, so I'll place these. Then we'll get the roses. Now I may have to do exactly the same with these, unfortunately. That's a shame. And I want to put the greenery with these as well. So, oh goodness gracious me. So then we're going to place the roses here also. And this is where it starts to become compact. Again, it doesn't start, it's already compact, but it makes it look more compact. A bit of foliage, different foliage added also. It sets it off lovely. And with that, I may place that foliage there. just to fill that bit in. There's one here also, and then do it again, get another one, and then get a rose one as well. Just place them to the side. I could even, instead of having them long, I could even take one of those. So let's just cut these off. And the roses as well. Saves us time. Let's get baby chrysanthemum and then place it next to the rose again. You could even mix it up and have a rose with it. You haven't got to do chrysanthemum, rose, chrysanthemum. You could mix the rose up with the chrysanthemum. See, I've got a rose here. I could place here because that orange would look lovely there, if you can see what I mean. Sorry guys, I've forgotten to lift it up around here, and just place it like that, and that's where it's compact. They're all very, very tightly together, instead of being all, you know, got their own space. And then just maybe add a bit of greenery into it as well, of the greenery from the chrysanthemum. You know, maybe put one there. There's a longer one here, so maybe bring that down here and use it in here. Mix it up with the other foliage and the other floral, so it gives it off another nice contrast. I could even bring, if I wanted, one of these little mini roses and place that down here as well, just to cover that bit of space up. And I could do that with the chrysanthemum and bring one of those down to the side also, so it's looking compact down the side, so it's not just on the top. As you may see here, I brought those down there instead of just up here. And I've got a rose. I could bring that down here. So this is just like filling in. Even though you've got your bigger flowers, you're filling it in. Bring a bit of this baby eucalyptus. I could just place this somewhere else and put that there again to fill that area. And then with these, oh, they've got what? I could just take these off of the top, these anthuriums, and incorporate those as well, and place one of those in there, just slightly sticking up. That's one of the great things about doing compact. And also I've got a bit of this, sorry guys, I've got glue string. It is absolutely attached to me everywhere, and I've got a bit of this from the stem. I could use that also and place that in and around somewhere again for another little piece of texture. So you're using all your tiny bits. Nothing's going to waste because it's all adding to the texture, different textures. So I could place one there as well. So let's get the roses again. We may end up using all of these, so let's take one of those. Has one got 3 on? Oh, they've got something slightly different on. And I'm going to cut these down also, so it's all prepared. Dot these around. And again, I'm just chopping them up into little pieces that I can use in and around. So let's get these placed in. Also, this is just by moving the odd bit and going underneath something just to add that little bit extra. It may look like it's not needed, but again, it's compact. And it's looking full. Bring that one in there. We haven't got one down here, so we'll place one under here. Bring that there. And again, I've got little bits from that stem. I'll go through there. Got the odd bit of, again, leaf foliage from the chrysanthemum. Again, we'll add those in again. Dot those around just like we do. No particular order, you know, you're just dotting them around where you can find a space. And again, then that will add a little bit of different texture to that area from something else. So your eyes, it's compact, but your eyes will have to look and search for different things. Let me get rid of all those bits. Right, so now we're down to the chrysanthemums, and I'm going to take that foliage off. Take those off. These have got little daisies on as well, so that'll add, and a little swirly bit on the foliage at the top as well. Don't know if you can see that on my hand. So something else, and again another different texture. So that's that. I think I'll take off the leaves. I don't want them as a clump, so I'll place them singular if I'm going to use them. And then we'll do the same with the rose. And that's on it. So we've got all little bits here now that we can play with and add in around the centre. So I want to put a leaf, a green leaf around here, a chrysanthemum. I want to place here bit of the eucalyptus, baby eucalyptus. If I can get it in that hole. Just bend it a little bit. Rose. Again, just mix and match. Oh. I don't think these glue strings like me today. Covering me. I think it's the heater that's blowing them in my face and sticking to me. A little bit of foliage. Let's get that in there also. There's these little things. Little daisies, aren't they pretty? I love little things like this, cottagey things they remind me of. Get that in there. There's another one. Let's place that beside there. I know it's hiding the love heart, but I mean, usually when I do things like this, I do them on round ones, unless I'm doing something like a funeral and it's really, really compact, and also if the customer asks for it like that. But the lady asked for a wooden heart. She didn't, I mean, it's not looking like a wooden heart anymore, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm just, what I wanted to do more than anything was show you how you can make something really compact. That is what my aim was more than anything, but even, you know, it still looks really pretty. Let's bring a rose under here, you know, and it really does look nice and compact as requested. I think I want one more leaf in the centre because I can't get nothing else down there, guys. It is a chock-a-block. I've covered the hole. I could have, but there wasn't a big hole anyway. If I show you on the one I've got here hanging up in front of me, there was hardly an hole, so there was no chance I was going to, well, I say no chance, unless I put really minute flowers there, little tiny, like wildflower, little daisies, something perhaps like these here along the bottom there, but then it'd be, you'd look like you've got a little ring. So there's not much of a heart shape even in the center of this, so unfortunately I couldn't keep that heart shape in the center. I just want to add one more chrysanthemum. I can just see where I can get one more there. So I've done it really compact. Let me just get the glue string off. Go around and check underneath first. And I've done it really compact for the lady that requested something compact. She wasn't bothered about a ribbon. Again, I was thinking of putting a tail end on it, so let me just undo this and let's see, because it's more, I don't know whether to do group 3. I've got glitter on the green one now. I think a nice tail end would look lovely on it. I can get that off with the brush. How long would I want it? Let me make sure I've got the top bit here. Here, so that's the bottom. If I cut them all the same length to start with, I've cut them there. I've got those spare. Let me just move those off out my way. So yes, I'm sorry that I haven't kept much of the heart shape because I haven't got an hole in the centre really to keep that heart shape. So whatever I was going to place here was going to cover that up and make it look more of a circle than anything else. So apologies for that. But again, my main point was to show you how compact you can be by just using little pieces. I'm not putting these on, guys, because no, they're just too heavy for that wood. Right, I'm just going to pinch. Where's mine? Yeah, a bit of floral wire. Just go around a couple of times and then twist at the back. I'm leaving a bit of a stem on it because I'm going to glue this in as well. I tend to usually cut all that off at the same height at the top, just for the neatness. And place that. Let's now just have a look. Just sit and have a look. So I'm going to cut this slightly shorter, the floral wire. I'm going to place some brown corsage tape around it so it doesn't get sharp or, you know, stick in and hurt anything or anybody if they touch it. I'll go over a couple of times or 2 or 3 times just so I know. Look at that curl already, and it's done that by twisting. So I'm having the sparkly one at the front, then the green, and then the checked pattern at the back. So, and all I'm doing is just sticking it onto the wood just like I did with all the floral. I'm putting a little bit more glue on, and I'm going to just place it on one of the wooden flowers, if I can hold it. Oh, I've seen some glue again. So then you've got it like that with your ribbon. You can, if I can do it upside down, I should be able to do everything upside down. Twist it, let's get it right, twist it, then grab the centre piece, the centre strip, it works today, and then just bring it out like that. And you can do the same with the green and the checked. You can make them smaller or bigger. So let's see if we can do the smaller one with the green. Grab the center and bring that out also. So you've got like a ringlet, so to speak. And do it with this. You have, you know, sometimes I like to do different, just a couple on one and a bit more on the other, and have different ones, and so they're not all the same. So let me go and just now move everything out of my way. Let's see if I can get my easel. Place it on the easel, and then I'm going to move the camera. Oh, I've got my finger caught. Move that out of the way. And I'm just going to bring up the camera if I can, or slightly come back. I may have to come back, guys, because I've got it on the lower part of the stand instead of the high. Or can I bring it up? Oh gosh, here we go. Right, guys, bear with me. If you hear a noise, oh my good gracious me. I want to see if I can get it on the stand without it switching off. Oh, I did it. I did it. Oh my gosh. Now can I keep it up? Right, let's slowly come in. If I just show you the ribbon first, that's the ribbon just hanging down at the bottom, and then I'll just bring that up. Oh, stay still. There, I'm not going to touch it no more. There we go. So it's only very tiny. I mean, it started off at 10 inch. So let me just measure to the longest part. So it's only now 16 inch. So again, just 6 inches I've added on to around the sides. But it's quite flat as well. It's not puffy, as we say, or poofy, or full and bouncy. It is very compact and flat, so more like a pancake, a wreath, but it is very compact, and it's got everything in it that, you know, are very close together, because some people prefer the compact wreaths. Sorry, I can just spot glue strings now. It's up on here. Some people prefer the compact wreaths than the actual big bouncy and fluffy wreaths. So so that's what I've done for the lady for the request. She was more to the point wanting a compact wreath more than anything. She wasn't really bothered about really much other than that. She just wanted something really compact. So I mean, I could have done it on a grapevine wreath, a Love Art one, what was bigger in the centre. But again, if I can just grab it, I chose to do it on something that I've got hanging on my workbench in front of me. As customers walk in, they see these hanging. I'll say these, it's only 2 I've got. So there's not much of a hole here to be able to make it look like a heart. So I just thought to myself, oh well, we'll just go with it, and we'll just make it look how it, you know, however it turns out, as long as it's compact for the lady that requested a compact. and you know, I'm happy with that. But again, if somebody wanted a compact one on a heart, then I would use a grapevine wreath, and I would show off the actual heart shape. So again, I don't think having a bow at the bottom, if I just bend that slightly forward, would have helped in any way. You know, a big bow on it, it would have just taken all the room, because again, these are only 10 inches and then that's it. So so yeah, so I hope that the lady enjoyed that, to see out what you can get in by chopping little bits off of like a hydrangea, or daisy, or spray roses, or you know, baby carnations, spray carnations, or anything like that, or even seeds, you know, seed heads or berries or anything. How much you can just dot around without having to go out and buy a great big bunch of everything. You know, you can use all your odd, it's great, things like this are great for oddments, really are, because you can dot around, especially with your foliage. Dot your foliage around, chop it really right down, like I did with a conifer in the center, and just place it here and there, and it's brilliant for that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like the colours. And again, I just wanted to show you that I do compact. And again, I am thinking of trying to do something for like a man, with maybe a screwdriver and things like that. What you know, something my husband uses for his tools for work. I've just got to try and see what I can find, what he's got, before I do it. I might just stick a piece of wood in there as well. But once I've completed what I'm looking for, then we'll have a go at that and see. I've never done one before, it just popped in my mind. So again, I hope you enjoyed this little wreath, and I hope you like the colours. Please subscribe, share to your friends and family, and also give us a thumbs up and like. And again, if you want to be notified when I do my videos, just press that bell and it'll notify you on your mobile phone or anything like that I've done a video. So I've got some more work to do. I've got something for a customer in purple to do. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everybody, and stay warm and safe, because it is really starting to drop, the weather now. It's coming to Christmas. So look after yourselves. All the best. God bless. Bye bye.